I don't really know how to start this, but basically I'm making this video as a accountability video for myself. But I wanted to get on here and basically just talk about my absence as of lately, if anyone's noticed. This video is just gonna be me talking, by the way, so just yapping. It's just like yapping sesh. During the mid to late month of September / early October is usually when I have really bad seasonal depression, and my energy and motivation just plummets, just non-existent. So for about the last month and a half, I have been struggling with it. I have little to no motivation to do anything most days. I don't want to go out. I just want to stay home. It's non-existent, and it upsets me because I've come so far in this fitness journey of mine, the farthest that I've come in ever, actually. You know, I've been on this fitness weight loss journey for the last 3 years, on and off. And I could honestly say legit for the last year. But like, because the last 2 years, they were very on and off. I'd lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. And I never lost more than maybe 10 pounds at a time. So this is the first time that I'm actually losing weight. I've lost a little over 50 pounds. And I am the smallest that I've been in a very long time. So I would hate to see all my progress go to waste because of my seasonal depression. So instead of sulking in it like I usually normally would and just writing it out until the spring, I told myself, no, let's take a different approach, because you're going to be so upset with yourself come the spring and you've gained all that weight back, all the weight you've worked your ass off to lose. That's what I kept telling myself, you know. So I'm going to kind of reevaluate my goals and things like that, what I want. I know I want to lose weight, but the reason is like, why do I want to lose weight? I know the reason why is because I want to be healthier, but I just have to like kind of remind myself the why, and you know, keep that focus, the why. Also, many of you know, I got out of a relationship earlier this year, a long-term relationship that I was openly grieving, still am from time to time. I still grieve this relationship. I was with this person for almost 8 years. I'm grieving the life that I thought we would have had together. And I'm also grieving, I guess, this fairy tale that I had concocted in my mind that I'm still grieving. And I know there's been times where I've said, like, this is it, I'm over it, I'm done. And I'm not done with it because I'll still cry about it. But from the beginning of this relationship, I have told myself, I'm going to give myself a year to cry about it as much as I want, to talk about it as much as I want, to openly grieve about it as much as I want. But after that year, no more. No more posting about it. No more talking about it. Unless like I absolutely really need to, no talking about it. No talking about him. So much has happened. So much grieving and crying has happened within this last year. It's done. And I know it's been done. It's been done for a year. But as I mentioned, I allowed myself to grieve it openly for a year. So much has changed within like this last year. So much has happened, good and bad. I could say that I met the worst version of myself the last year and a half, maybe almost even 2 years. I've been dealing with this version of me that I didn't recognize. I look at myself from just a couple months ago, from earlier this year, and I ask myself, like, why did I do the things that I did, and why did I say the things that I did, and why? Like, that's not me. That's not who, at least that's not who I want to be. But I allowed myself to be that person. And I hope that I never become that person again, because I went against my own morals. I went against my own beliefs. I went against everything that I believed in. I did things out of character that aren't like me. I did things that I regret immensely. I did things and said things I wish I could take back. I crashed out. Not even just like this year because of the breakup, but over the last, like I said, year and a half to 2 years, I was not happy. I was not who I am. Because every time I talk to people in my life, and especially people that I haven't spoken to in so long, like they'll reach out, they'll tell me like, you've always been so kind, like I hope you're doing well. It's like, all these people can't be lying, right? I don't know why I constantly like fight with myself or struggle with the fact that I am a kind person. And I think it's because I've done some unkind things, especially within the last year to 2 years. That's why I struggle with it, because it's like, I know I'm a good person. I know I have a good heart, but I did things and I said things that hurt people. But it's like, we're human, right? That's what we're supposed to do as long as we live and we learn from it. And I've learned from it. But I think the hardest thing that I've been dealing with is learning from it and still not being forgiven, you know? But it's okay, because we're not all meant to be forgiven. And if I'm forgiven in anyone's eyes, I'm hoping that I'm forgiven in our Lord Jesus Christ's eyes. But with that being said, I will be challenging myself come January 1st. I know some of you will probably think, why are you waiting till January to do this challenge? Why don't you just start now? Blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, I just bought some weed and I'm not going to let that shit go to waste. Okay? So I am going to wait until January 1st to do the 75 hard challenge. And if you don't know what the 75 hard challenge is, it's a 75-day challenge that you do 2 workouts a day, 1 45-minute outdoor workout, and 1 45-minute indoor/gym workout, regardless, rain or shine, twice a day. You have to follow a diet that works best for your goals. So I'm going with the low-calorie, high-protein diet. You have to drink a gallon of water every single day, and as well as read 10 pages of a self-help book a day, and take a progress picture a day. And the main thing is to not drink, no cheat days, no cheat meals, no drinking alcohol, no smoking, weed, nothing, okay? It's supposed to be a mental and physical challenge. And I enjoy challenges, to be honest. I love proving to myself and others that doubt me that I can do it. I know if I really wanted to, I could. But since I'm struggling, I struggle so much with motivation and just, with the depression and stuff like that, as we all do. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but I like to challenge myself. And this is one thing that I'm going to be challenging myself with the 75 hard. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because my friends like to party, and I like to party with them. But, if they're really my friends, they're going to support me do this and not tempt me to break it. And I'm excited, again, to see the changes. I'm also going to be journaling a lot more, reflecting a lot more, and then just seeing where I'm at. And I want to try to record every single day for 75 days, but I don't know. That's a lot. I'm going to try. I hate saying try, because then I hear my brother's voice in my head saying, trying is having the intention to fail. Don't try, just do it. And I'm just like, you're right. Just fucking do it. Don't try, just fucking do it. Just do it. But yeah, I've always been a person that loves challenges just because I love proving people wrong. And maybe that's a flaw. I don't know. I just love proving people wrong. I've always been a heavier person. So when I was like in elementary school, there was this kid that I had a crush on, and he didn't want me on his relay race team because I was chunky, and he was like, oh, she's gonna make us lose. And I remember thinking like, I bet, motherfucker, I'm gonna show you I can run. And I was up against some pretty fast motherfuckers, okay? But I ran as fast as I could, as fast as my little elementary chubby legs could, and I won. I won the relay race. And I remember my crush came up to me. He's like, I didn't know you could run so fast. I was like, I didn't either, but I did. And yeah, and so that was like one instance, because it's like, you know, being chubby, I feel like people think like fat equals lazy. And I hate being labeled lazy because I don't think I'm a lazy person. I can be lazy at times. Yeah, I have lazy moments, but I wouldn't consider myself a lazy person. And I think that word lazy is a trigger for me because of my dad. Like, he would always call me lazy growing up, but really, a bitch was struggling with depression. I didn't even know I had depression at the time. Okay? So, and you know, Mexicans, they don't believe in depression. So, I'll show them. I never liked that whole mentality of fat equals lazy. So I wanted to prove people wrong. And I've always been that type of person that just because I'm bigger doesn't mean like I'm not going to put in effort. I'm not going to try. And I remember, like, not to sound like a pick me, ugh, I hate that. But like, you know, I would see the hot Cheeto girls, you know, at PE. They'd be the ones walking the mile. And it's like, girl, why are you walking the mile? Like, it's just a mile. Like, just put effort. Like, that's my thing, is just putting in effort. I don't know. But yeah, 75 hard is gonna come soon. I just wanted to let y'all know why I've been MIA.